Thank you for joining me at Fourth Dimension Tarot. My name is Maria, and I'm going to be your Sherpa for this reading. If you found me, there might be something in it for you. Spirit, what do we have to look forward to this coming week? Collective reading, thank you. What do we have in store for this week? Thank you. What do we have in store this week? Hopefully your first week of the new year is kicking off to a great start. Some of you are just getting back into work. Some of you are hard and heavy at it already. Thank you. Thank you. Some of you are out of work, looking for new employment. Some of you have already started new adventures. So you can take this regardless if it's love or work, depending on what your heart immediately led to when I said that, whether it's a new endeavor, okay, or if it's an old hat. Okay, sorry. It's not fair when I don't show you the cards and I react like that. I apologize. Okay, 1 second. I have 3 more cards to pull in an overview. So hang in there. I need 3 more cards. Spirit, what's this week look like? Thank you. Thank you. One more, please. It could be either. It could be, yep, okay. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? That's the song in my head. I have an overview, I guess, and it's going to be anxiety. Sorry. So this is an anxiety card. This person's in their head. There's nobody in the card. They're just fighting with themselves. And it could be avoiding conversation or avoid an argument, or you have some anxiety about having a conversation you really don't want to have. That's the generalized overview. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Yet another card about meditation. This is looking within. This is actually going inside and looking, like meditating, looking within, trying to get some answers. I'm gonna peek because I'm kind of nosy. Yeah, okay, all right. It could be love. I think it might be a love reading, y'all. I'm trying to shake it up, but probably is a love reading from what I'm looking at. First card on the deck is Judgment. You might have had a really rough season, holiday break. You might also have had some challenging conversations. This is Judgment. You're either in judgment, you are facing judgment, somebody you love is facing judgment. I won't know until I look at some of the other cards. But a judgment call is the divine is intervening, making it right. Something has to balance out, and judgment's being had. The next card to Judgment is the 7 of Pentacles. I like this card. It's somebody really hard at work. They're looking at the pentacles that they've invested in, right? He's standing there with a hoe or a rake, I think, I'm not sure. But he's really working hard at this investment. And next to that is the 9 of Swords. Up in your head all night, anxiety. I would too with that ugly blanket, but that's another story. My point is that this person is not getting much sleep. Waking moments, it's on a loop. Whatever this is, it's on a loop. The fear, the anxiety, the conflict. Maybe it was a fight you had over the last weekend. Spirit is telling me that this person, I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody else. That they are in a lot of anxiety over whatever has happened. Whatever conversation is either going to take place or has taken place. Next card is the 6 of Wands. I do think this is your card. This card represents like the champion coming back and celebrating. You can see that little wreath on the top of the wand. Even the horse is kind of doing a side eye. I always think that's funny. But the horse is like, really, check it out. Like, really? So there's a celebratory movement, and the villagers are all, celebrating the success in this person. And next to that is the Sun card. So I think you, collective, are really enjoying whatever occurred. Maybe you left a job, a relationship, you had a conversation with somebody saying stuff's got to change, this isn't balanced, because the judgment card's there. Something is trying to equate itself. And especially with something, the overall reading is anxiety, is this person, and the meditative card that we refer to, the person that you're having a conversation with is stuck in their head, going back and forth, trying to find balance in something. But you're living your best life. I think you're not really moved by whatever's happening over on the other side of town or in somebody else's. You are living rent free in somebody's head, I think. Whether it be your boss or whether it be a romantic relationship, I think it's romance just because there's a couple of cards out here that make me think that it might be. Could be wrong. I don't know. Below the judgment card, and the reason why I felt the overall card, is anxiety and fear of having conversations, is the Five of Swords. This card, for me, it's a cross. Okay, so it's somebody picking up all the wand or all the swords because they either are coming out of an argument, they had an argument with other members, or they're anticipating an argument and they're collecting all this. This guy has two swords, one in each hand. He is ready, plus several at his feet. These other people that are in the in the argument have already dropped their swords and they're walking away. They're not looking to fight. They may have come for a fight, but they're like, this isn't really worth it, and they leave. The person who's still carrying the swords, though, is anticipating the worst. They're anticipating the worst. And there is a hint, like a segment in my head that just kind of, it's a little shady. It's not the complete truth. Swords are also communication. I'm not showing you all my cards, because if I do, we're going to end up, swinging blades. But I do feel like this person is holding back a little bit or not telling you the full story, and because they're afraid. They're afraid that they're gonna get caught in the crosshairs of the conflict, and so the other people are just like, whatever, I'm out. And so this person, and whether it be you as somebody who's coming clean with somebody else, or just cutting off a relationship, and you're explaining all the reasons why, whatever that is people are really like walking on eggshells around this situation, around the anxiety. They're full of anxiety on the inside, full of it. They don't want to have a conversation. They're anticipating it's the worst. I mean, from the meditation to the Seven of Wands, to the Nine of Swords, to the Five of Swords. I mean, it's like conflict. It's kind of like the apex of change. Something's going to break. Now, next to the Five of Swords and below the Seven of Pentacles is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, again, aces are new beginnings, cups are love. It can be somebody you want to have a conversation with, to talk to them about a new beginning in a relationship, or you could be reviewing this is a employer or a career reading, you might be considering or having conversations with somebody else about a passionate new beginning that you might be interested in. You can look at it both ways depending on your situation. In my opinion, I think, again, this is a love reading. But like I said, it has to resonate. You're like, I've been in a loving marriage for 30 years. Then this doesn't apply to you. I do believe, though, that those that it does apply to, this may hit home a little bit. The King of Swords. The King of Swords, he's my CEO in the deck, right? So very strategic. Very, very smart. Always has a strategy, has a backup plan for the strategy, has a triple backup plan for the strategy, has thought about it, overthought about it, thought about it some more before doing anything. That's this guy. So the King of Swords, he already also has a sword. He matches the Queen of Swords. She too has a sword in her hand. They're very open. They're very direct. They're very kind. They're very smart. They're very intelligent. They don't wear their heart on their sleeves, and they're very logical over emotion, and they want to have an honest conversation. This could be you coming to that person to have a frank conversation about the stuff that's got to change, or especially if you want it. This sounds to me like a new beginning. Something is broken. They look at the investment in the relationship They look at the time, the energy. They don't want to leave it. They don't want to walk away from it. So something has already occurred for the Judgment card to kick us off in the reading. They're up in their head all night. You know, they want to be the champion. They want to, when they see you, they see the Sun card, you know, or you also see the situation as this is mutual. This isn't a one-sided happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck. I don't know why there's a naked baby on a horse. I don't know. But my point, maybe it feels like you're running in the wind. I don't know. In the sun without any clothes on, if that makes you happy, go for it. But I'm saying the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. And I feel like this person sees you, or you see them, or it's equal, and you want to reconnect. You want to reinvest. Whatever that was, you want it back. You miss it. But it didn't end well. Whatever, or it's not, your fear is that the conversation you're going to have about addressing these situations isn't going to end well, and you have some anxiety over it. But you will be coming in. This is your energy. King, queen, doesn't matter. Male, female. There is no, gender in tarot. It's 100%, how you show up. Women can show up in a masculine sense. I know this for sure. And then there's men that can be a little bit more feminine and be in their feelings and be in touch with themselves, those sorts of things. So when you're looking at the King of Swords, somebody's coming forward to have a very heartfelt, honest, almost, I want to say, a sharp conversation about some things. And it can be, you are their 9 of Cups. This is the 9 of Cups. It's right before the 10. I call the 10 the Disney deck, or the Disney card, because it's, I made it to a Disney, it's a very happy card. You see a couple on there with a bunch of kids, and there's a castle in the background, and they're just enjoying their day at Disney. It's not really Disney, but you know what I mean. It's that kind of vibe. You put work on hold. You aren't thinking about bills. You're enjoying your time with your family for a week or whatever. This is right beneath that card. And how they get to the 10 is they have 9 cups they're offering to somebody, and somebody else offers them their 1. There's your 10. That being said, there's a couple things that occur. It's not just boom, boom, ace and 9. You have a king and the 5 of swords, in between these two cards. So it's a little dicey to get to the 10, but this is an investment I think you both want, but not in the current state. Not in the current state. Somebody is going to have to give, or a compromise. The Fool. The Fool is the 0. So this is why I said something new, or a rekindling of an old. Is the 0 is there's 1 0 in tarot, and it's the Fool. The Fool is the beginning. You don't have all the information. There is no there's a game plan, right? This is what I like to do. This is what I like to invest in. This is the direction I want to go in. But it's it's a Fool. He's leaping off a ledge, right? The dog's even trying to warn him. Has no idea where he's going. No clue. He's just gonna go. I'm gonna jump. My heart says jump. My intuition says jump. I'm jumping. And that's a Fool. So it's a beginning. So it's an initiation of the journey. Somebody wants to either redo the cycle, start a new cycle, but they're moving forward, or they want to move forward. Okay, take a breath. Everybody take a breath. Last card, or last row. Sorry, take a breath. Okay, we have the Tower card, and the Tower are changes, immediate changes. Now, listen, I can win the lottery, and that could be a Tower card, so it's not all bad. But I feel like the conversation is going to bring about some information you may not have thought you would ever guess at knowing, and somebody drops something, a Tower, on the relationship, or at least on your perception, or on the communication that's coming. And I don't know if it's good. I think the ending is good. I don't think the communication, I think it's a surprise. I think it's a shock, and I think it's something you weren't prepared for. And the reason why I say that is next to but up to, and I'm gonna hang in there, I'm gonna clarify, is the Devil card. Now, the Devil card, I'm gonna just show you what I can. Here we go. There we go. The Devil card are these two lovely people that are connected by chains. And there's another, Gina. I love you, Gina. If you're watching me, mwah, love you, Gina. Gina's a reader who I've watched for years. And she portrays the Lover's card as Adam, Eve, and the snake. And the snake. The snake is temptation. That's why they think the Tower card is there. And so it could be anything. It could be a third party in a committed relationship. It can be addiction. It can be something they're hiding, which is kind of what I felt. The card right above, right? Right above. I said, they're kind of holding back. I can't make this up, y'all. But I'm going to tell you most of what's going on, but I'm not going to completely come clean because I'm going to get my head cut off, right? Or other parts of my body. I'm just putting that out there. So the devil is Adam, Eve, and the snake. And there is a third party in the mix. And the Tower isn't bad. I want to just take a pause for a minute. Like I said, it's just immediate, abrupt, unexpected change. The thing that resonates with me with the Tower on pretty much every read that I do is it was never built on a solid foundation. The foundation had cracks, right? The foundation had cracks. So when we build any kind of relationship on lust, on sex, on something quick, the likelihood of it falling quickly, right? Because it's, basically how you feel in the day, in the moment. And so when I look at these two cards together, this is a significant life-changing moment, right? This is all building up. Remember I said at the apex, it's going to come to surface. Anyway, we'll find out in a little bit what these two cards mean. Next to these two cards is the Empress. The Empress are four queens. They embody everything as four queens. And in the journey of tarot it tells a story, right? And it starts with the Fool and it goes through everything and we learn lessons and we have challenges and tasks. And as we elevate and learn these lessons, we grow to be the Empress, right? And we have arrived. Then it's new things, right? So we might only have one queen. I might have reached the apex in the Queen of Swords, but I'm still a Knight of Cups because I haven't learned to trust and have open conversations or give or whatever. So we have a variety of different levels in different areas. The Empress matches the Emperor and she's sitting in her throne. The Empress is new as well, new endeavors, new possibilities, new creative projects. Lastly, it's also pregnancy. Next to the Tower, could happen. So it could be a number of things depending on your story. I'm not sure who's watching this, but the Empress is the beginning of something, some new chapter. And it is life-changing, just like pregnancy, a new job, a new endeavor, a conversation about a new creative, culture, thing you want to do. But next to the Devil, careful, because I think there's some seduction there. There's some temptations, or maybe somebody's not portraying the whole truth. Next to the Empress is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, it could be man or woman. The Queen of Pentacles is not quite the king. They're working on their pentacles. They're creating stability. The Queen of Pentacles is solid, dependable. Again, a little bit more heady than she is. Queen of Hearts, right? But people see her as stable, as secure, as somebody they can trust, as they can, like, she's an anchor, right? That's who this is. And she's surrounded. Look at this. She is surrounded. I can almost get my finger there. Nothing but abundance. There's some balanced water there, but even her throne is full of flowers. She is completely around security. She is security. So if you have somebody who feels insecure with their own life choices and they're unbalanced, this can be very attractive. My queens, just saying, like, heads up. And next to that is death. Again, don't freak out. Death does not necessarily mean anybody is going to pass or has anything to do with that. The death is death of a situation or change. So these five, just reading off complete intuition. I'll get there. I have little hands. We have several. Okay, let's get the cards so you can see them. So these three here tell me a couple things. We have the death of whatever this is through a moment where somebody finds the full truth. So it wasn't the half truth. the full truth. And it changes these lives forever. Right next to that is the Empress, right? The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. I will clarify, but I have my gut. My gut says the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who sees them as security, kind of like what I was telling you about. She is the Empress. She is all four queens. But unfortunately, the person who creates this tower is staying or is tempted to stay with this person due to financial security. That's my gut. So let's find out. I want to find out because, again, I'm nosy. I have no life. I want to find out what does this devil mean? What's going on with this devil spirit? Tell me more. Okay. Oh, y'all saw that, right? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have Two of Pentacles. We have the Justice card, and we have the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. I can't make this up, y'all. So let me try to interpret this for you. The Four of Pentacles is somebody who's extremely conservative, rigid, selfish is another good word. This guy is standing on Two Pentacles, holding one to his chest and taping one to his head. Saving his pennies, which it can be. But also, I have the money to spend. I don't want to invest a damn thing. That's it. And pentacles aren't always money. In this case, I think the person who's having the conversation, it's about money. In general, this is overall, I'm selfish. I don't want to give you love, attention, time. I want to give you the bare minimum, but I want the queen. I'm going to give 4. I want the queen. Is that fair? No. Which is why I think judgment showed up. Now, whoever I'm reading for, and this again is completely intuitive, you're wise. You are onto this. In fact, I think you're the one who's creating this conversation. You're done. And I think you're kind of over it. You're not sure, but you feel like something has happened in here. Money is going elsewhere. You just don't feel like you're being invested in. 100% intuition off of what I'm reading. What I asked, you saw me shuffle. And I said, define the devil. And I pulled 3 cards. And it's Justice. It's the Knight of Wands. And it's a 2 of Pentacles. A couple things happening here. With the Tower next to it, they got to make a decision. I think this person who's full of anxiety, who's stuck in their head, and who couldn't make a decision is now making a decision. And they know they need to make things right. They know they need to. I think they made a mistake. They made a significant mistake, made the wrong choice, and now want to come back and offer the Ace of Cups because they've invested a lot with you, or in their mind, they've invested a lot with you. And again, I'm just going to I'm going to sound so bad, but they're going to offer you what they can. Knight of Wands, not a king. The Knights come in fast. They come in fast, they leave fast. It's my Saturday night. See what I did there? Okay. So the Wands, again, is passion. Could be lust. I'm just saying. So in this situation, I feel this person may think this is love, but they're very attracted to you and they're in and out. They don't know how to love. That's my first thought. They don't know what they're doing. They know what they want. They want you. They want this. They want to invest, but they're not willing and don't know how to invest more. Here we go, King of Pentacles. That is what I was telling you. Matching the Queen of Pentacles right there. So the King of Pentacles is somebody, he wants to invest, doesn't know how. He might need you to show him how to get past this devil energy of the selfish behavior of this. I just feel you're going to have a very honest conversation with somebody this week going, you know, I'm not getting my needs met. I like you a lot. I love you even. But I only live one life. And I'm feeling like I give 8, you give 2. How is that fair? Or I give 100 and you give 4, whatever. I can't make this up. Y'all saw me. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles. Look at this. Scale. balance. I don't know why it's not a 5. I don't know. 6 is beyond the 5, so it's past the half mark. So somebody is giving so much they have more to give, and it's a perception change, right? They see it's an equal give and take. They now see I don't want to lose this. I want to give equal. I want to give more than my share. So this person is finally waking up and gonna be like, all right, I don't know if it's gonna happen, or you already have the conversation and they're coming to an epiphany. I don't know. It's your timeline. I'm just feeling the energy off of it, I swear. And it goes back to, oh, that's the only card I pulled. I'm sorry. It's the four, back out on the, okay. So when I look at this person, the anxiety is, look what fell out. It was on the bottom of the deck and I've shuffled a few times. Back out on the table again. So this person's in significant communicate, or in significant mental thought. Like, and this is a thinker. This is the King of Swords. So when he shows up, he is total left brain. I always call him my engineer guy, right? No offense to the engineers watching or anybody with a background in engineering. They're overthinkers. Nothing wrong with that. We need more of that, actually. However, sometimes they are not wands. They come in on the other side. You know, they lack the passion. They come stoic. This guy is coming in as a King of Wands. So he's tapped into that and he wants to come in, woo, on his horse, fast, having a deep conversation. But he doesn't know how to give. He knows he was giving 4. He wants to give 6, which is great. Huge improvement. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually, it's a good thing. And so, but he doesn't know how. He doesn't know. He's back in his head again. I don't know how. I don't even know how to make it right. I don't know what I need to do. But he's coming in fast. That's his intent. The Chariot. The Chariot is a Cancer card. If you know anything about a Cancer, I'm a Cancer. Little Cancer. So Cancers can be known for loving too much. Over loving. Not quite codependent, although some can be, I'm sure. But Cancers are run by the heart. They're, some of them are teased because they have a lot of emotion. They cry, they're commercial, whatever. The irony is you piss one off and their pinchers, which they're like long blades, you'll feel it for a long time. They're bitey. I would say my Italian is showing up because I might cut you, with my mouth. And on the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands coming in fast, and Aces wants a new beginning. So the Chariot is fast incoming communication, and my heart says they're going to give it their best shot to be passionate verbally, to tell you how they feel, to tell you they want to go from a 4 to a 6, that they're willing to invest. They don't know how, but they love you and they find you attractive and they want to move forward. They just don't know why. Page of Wands is right below the Ace of Wands. And you all saw me shuffle. The Page of Wands is communication. It could be text, it could be phone. I feel like it's going to be an early morning. They're going to check in on you. They're going to say, hey, how was your Christmas? And they want to have a conversation. I don't like that we fought. That might be how the conversation starts. I don't like leaving it on that page. Or I know we broke up, but that, I feel like that. I know you have options. This guy's afraid, or whomever, this energy, is afraid and knows you're going to be off the market in a hot minute. They totally get your worth. I'm looking at this going, yeah, I bet. So they don't want it to be dead. They want to start anew. They want to come in and have a new chapter, a better chapter, better version. And they know that you can leave them for anybody at any time. They know your worth. They might have even gone out and dated and found out they're, what the slim pickings, slim pickings. So, and the reason why I say that, what their intent is below that 7 of Cups is the 4 of Wands. It's structured, in Tarot again. This is my cake card. I always say there's these people over here eating some wedding cake, and there's the happy couple enjoying their their nuptials. And this is the final, in Tarot, you're trying to get to the castle. And they made it. They made it to the castle. And then these are the lovely flowers. But there's 4 walls, and it's got structure. Unlike the tower, where the foundation was cracked, and they knew it. So they might have had a relationship that they didn't invest in you or the relationship like you needed. Or they may not have shown up. It wasn't an equal give and take. It couldn't stand. Even if you did go through all the hoops and jump through and all that. It couldn't stand in the frame it was, right? It needed to have a revamp. It needed to be remodeled from the foundation up. And that's what this was. And this is what they want to rebuild. It's kind of a prettier, there's the old castle. Here's the new castle. See how this works in row? They're going to come in fast. Remember that communication I was talking about? Right below that. And I get this guy or human, this person, has had a minute to decide what they want. They've reviewed all their options. This is the Two of Wands. I can go left. I can go right. I have the world in my hand, right? He's looking out over the world, and he's like, I can do anything. I can go anywhere. I can go to Europe. I can go to America. I can open an online store. I can do anything I want, and I can choose anybody I want, but I want my Empress. And once he starts having this conversation with you about, and again, don't read sex into this. It's not about that. It's not even, gender or nothing. It's energy. So this person is growing up, manning up, whatever. They're elevating, right? They are elevating because this guy finally, if you remember, came in as a Page of Wands and then moved quickly to the King of Pentacles after this conversation. And yeah, does want to rush in and have a conversation with you as a knight. But the next card under the deck is the Emperor. So, that being said, I do believe this person is coming back to have a conversation with you. I want to know if you're going to take him back. Well, it's really none of my business. But how about this? What ideas or what advice would you give the reader or give the listener today, the collective? What advice would you give the collective? And to the collective that are watching this, this is an older relationship. I get the sense this isn't like, this could be a while. This may be a while. Bottom of the deck is a four of cups. This is something that the divine has generated. And historically, they had other options and might have passed those by. But this is hand given by the divine. The three that came out is the moon and the upright. The moon, again, Cancer card, is it can be secretive. There can be secrets. It goes back to that original. I want to repair this, but I'm not going to be completely truthful because if I were, it might hurt your feelings. I don't know if all of it is really necessary to know, really. But there is, and it could also be good things. They're not always deceptive. The moon, it could be, I'm very vulnerable and I don't want to tell you how much I love you because then that would put me in a state of being hurt if it's not reciprocated. So I might start off as, hey, how was your Christmas? Right? That's kind of the vibe I'm hearing is, I don't like things. I don't like how we left things. That's how I hear it. I don't like how we left things. And it's been a minute since you talked to this person and you're trying to move on. You're trying to move forward. You're focused on work. You're focused on yourself. You're just living your day to day. When he pops in your head, you give him over to God or whatever, and you move forward. That's kind of what I feel. And you're trying to find your own son, but you miss this person, and you wish it could have gone differently. But it is what it is, right? I kind of hear that too. It is what it is. Or right person, wrong time. That's also something I hear. The other two cards that came out together is a Magician and a Hierophant. Magician and Hierophant. Again, both major arcanas, and both, this one representing tradition, this one representing commitment, long term, this one representing the Most High touching this relationship. Just saying. This one is a Magician. This person may feel inadequate. I think there's some insecurity here, like I'm not good enough or I don't have enough. That's why I think the King of Pentacles is so pertinent from as a king point. He could have been any other king, but the King of Swords, and I think, the King of Pentacles is somebody, and I think you're the King of Swords, but the King of Pentacles is somebody who's like, is this enough? Do I have enough to be in a relationship with you? What are you talking about? It's not about money, but that's how they feel, is their value is if I make enough, have enough zeros in my bank account, I might earn your love. What? No. You have enough, boo. You have enough. So they do. Even the divine is saying they have enough. They have enough. They have enough love to give. Right there. There's the cup. They have enough money. They have enough passion. They have direction. They have a sword. I think that's that's a tulip. I'm like, is that a dog? Anyway, I was going to say they have a puppy. They have enough going on. The divine is like, you don't need it all. In fact, the journey with this person is you'll get to the 10 of Pentacles when you both connect and you both invest. You both move forward. Then you'll have something to invest in. You don't have to get all 10 by yourself, but you can, right? But I do think they saw you as security. I don't know about financial. I do feel like, especially the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like they are working on their finances on their side, but they also see you as somebody stable, right? Somebody they can invest in. Okay. Oh, I did want to do this. I want the Hermit deck. I love this deck. It is so fun. It's just random stuff. Spirit, what can you tell me? Holy Spirit, tell me more about this reading. What can I share with the readers? Thank you. First one, light. First thing I thought of is love and light. I said that at the close of each of my readings, but the light is sincerely wisdom, intellect, incoming, light. Be the light. You know, I heard it today or last night. I heard a friend of mine say, if you're in the middle of nowhere and you light a match and there's no obstruction, you can see that match for a mile because there is no such thing as dark. It's just the absence of light, right? So the second you turn on any kind of light, there's no darkness. You have wisdom. So next two cards, I would do anything for you. And it is the 10. Look at that. I would do anything for you. I want a fresh start with you. Y'all are watching me, right? You see this. I want a fresh start with you. This is how Spirit talks to me. And you say, I feel the same way. I dream about you a lot, maybe too much. I like that card. All right. Oh, there's one. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? This person wants to come in your life and never leave. They want to be a part of the permanent fixture in your heart. They don't want to go anywhere. They're scared. They seem to be somebody who likes control. They want to control everything. They want to be in charge, and they can't because you're kind of telling them your boundaries. I think so, yes. And that's Spirit agreeing right now. Just saying. You're telling them, hey, this is not okay. This is okay. Yeah. Sorry. Have I get it off the table. Have I lost everything? I think that's that night, that's what it reminds me of. This card. What have I done? What have I done? Did I just walk away from my future happiness? I blew it. I want to start a family with you. Empress card. Can't make it up. I'm telling you. All right, let's close this out. One last pull. Maybe that was it. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Trust is a big deal. This person got burned. Seriously, so did you. But you grew and you learned and you converted that pain into self-love and you got some boundaries and you got some self-respect, which is why you're the Empress. Right? He's still kind of hanging in the King section, but he'll get there. I think this conversation will help him. I think he'll go from that Saturday night. So I'm going to call him from now on. I'm coining. I'm making t-shirts, making bumper stickers. Saturday night is going to move forward to an Emperor immediately, probably even during this conversation. And you have a conversation with them about what you want and where it was unfair. You need to say that. Don't hold back. That is completely the King of Swords. Don't hold back. Don't be a, rude person, but just say, this is how it made me feel. I feel like I gave more. And this is where I felt like that. And this is what I should have said to you. And this is what I expect you to do next time. And if this happens again, blah, 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 whatever. And if you've never said this because you didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings or you feel a certain way, excuse me, fuck the feelings. Sorry. There's no room for feelings and injury, because it's insecurity. That is not feelings. That's fear. That is not feelings. It's a mask. Fear enables us to not rise to our highest self and have honest conversations about what we need in a relationship or in a job or in whatever. You're just as important. How about that? You're just as important. Your wants, your needs are just as important. They shouldn't take backseat to anything. Okay, I'm off my pedestal. I apologize about that. But I'm very passionate about it. So lastly, I want to share about the journaling, because we're all doing journaling. If this has resonated with you at all, think about a time, maybe recently, where you did not show up. You didn't show up for you. This ain't about them. This is about you. This whole reading is not about them. This is about you. How are you going to show up for you when that person comes to you to make you feel uncomfortable by asking you to stretch? Either invest in emotion, time, energy, money, whatever, and you're not comfortable with it, where are you going to show up for yourself? Start writing it. Because if you don't write it down, you don't have a plan, because we all know what's going to happen. It's going to happen. Your kid's going to overspend. Mom, I needed $1,500 for blah, blah, blah. Man, that's tough. What are you going to do about it? Try that on for size. Try that on rather than taking the coat and putting it on. We're not doing that this year. Remember, put the coat back in the closet. We're not going to do that. We're not going to enable other people. We're going to let them figure it out. We're going to let the man and the woman who walked away figure out what they need. And if they come back correct, right? This is the story in your book about how you're going to show up for you. Love you all. I hope you found this entertaining. And I hope you found this informative. And if you feel, I've been coached. I feel like I have my friends' feet on my neck. And they're like, you need to start promoting yourself. So if you want a personal reading, I am doing those at 30-minute sessions. My email is linked in the comments on my what do they call it? My page. It's fourth dimension tarot at gmail.com. Let me know if you're interested, and we'll connect by email, and we'll figure something out. Second thing is, please keep the comments coming. You have no idea how much I love your comments. They give me validation that I'm doing the right thing. This took a lot for me to put this out there. I did not want to do this. I swear. My friends are like, you'll have to do it. Man, I don't want to do it. You have to do it. So here I am. I'm doing it. And the last thing is, please share. Please share with your friends that you know struggle with boundaries, with self-love, with indecision, with up and down, in and out relationships, and they're stuck. If you already know, when I just said that, you thought of somebody. Send this to them and say, hey, you might want to listen to this. I thought it was pretty informative or interesting or whatever. Please share with them. I think we need more and more of this in our world, because we just cut to the chase and figure out what is it in me that it's continually staying on this path and I don't feel good on this path. I don't like this path. Get me off this. That sort of thing. So think of me. Love and light. Love you to death. And keep the comments coming. Have a great day. Love and light. Bye.